and welcome to Tarts and Hearts. I'm Sarah, and she's Lindsay.
And together we're working our way through an epic list of rom-coms in order to find and categorize tropes in the hopes of creating the nerdiest spreadsheet podcasts have ever seen.
And we are kicking off another holiday season with 2001's Serendipity.
Hooray! I have watched this movie 7,000 times.
I have not watched it that many times, and I haven't watched it for a very long time. Like, since we went to New York.
Yeah, that's fair. This is every year for us, so I guess...
Yeah, fair enough.
25 times. If it came out in 2001, 24 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just one of the ones that is always on the list, and, apart from taking notes, I didn't have to watch most of it, because I knew exactly what was happening. Like, I did to enjoy the parts, but I was just like, yeah.
But it's in your brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My sister would like us to say, because she watched it on the same day on total accident, she texted me, she said, "This movie is a love letter to best friends." And then she said, "Please put that in your podcast."
Interesting.
So, there you go.
It's true, because, okay, so, like, the way it works is the two lead characters who get together are barely have any scenes together. Yeah. And it's just the two of them
with their best friends
talking about their feelings and fate and serendipity with their best friends. Yeah. So
and like more their best friends are probably the more in it more like than their love interests and like their other people love interests.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like than their like fiancés or whatever.
Yeah. And they're also the best friends are also the best people in this movie, which when one of them is Jeremy Piven, that's saying a lot about the main characters of this movie.
This is before Jeremy Piven
was Jeremy Piven, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is John Cusack and Kate Beckinsale who like have this sort of faded romance. Also, apparently when I was reading the trivia, they re-edited it after screenings to make it not very long between their first meeting and then their eventual meeting.
I saw that because it was supposed to be
originally it was written, it was like 15 years.
Yeah,
but then people didn't believe that they were like in their early 20s because they
couldn't pull that off because it was 2001 and didn't have that.
Which is crazy.
That would have been such a different movie because this movie, the reason that they're not great people is that they just become so obsessed with these images of people that they met for a night, and I think it was like
a couple of years ago.
6 years is what it ended up being. But 15 would have been like insane. And also
it's just weird. It's like, why are you still obsessed with this person
like it's
that you haven't talked to?
It becomes a very strange thing. And then also the end wouldn't have worked because how would she have recognized him? Like it, especially with the time frame, because that would have been like 1988 or something. Like that's
exactly
very different hairstyles.
Yeah, so it's like it was written that way and then filmed not that way. So I'm not exactly sure when they like made that change. Maybe they did make it before they filmed it like this, so they edited the screenplay, not the thing. But the thing I read, it made it seem like it was based on like audience feedback,
which is also strange because of like how did they make that work?
So weird. So John Cusack's best friend is Jeremy Piven. Kate Beckinsale's best friend is
Molly Shannon.
The delightful Molly Shannon.
Love it.
Who's amazing.
Yeah.
And then her fiance is...
John Corbett.
What's his face? John Corbin. And his fiance is Bridget Moynihan.
Yeah.
And then also Eugene Levy's in this movie.
I know, and he's amazing, and I love him.
I love him so much.
This was like, I think my first real encounter with Eugene Levy. Like, I knew who he was because I live in Canada. But we were not SCTV people. We're not even an SNL family, so like we're not. I think he was just around.
I watched like random reruns of SCTV as a kid. So yeah.
I think when did Best in Show come out? Who knows? Anyway, but it was all around that time. Yeah, good times, Eugene.
Well, and this was after he was Jim's dad in American Pie. Also.
Oh, that's true. I don't think I saw American Pie when it came out. I think that was not allowed in my house.
No, but it was like in the zeitgeist.
Yeah, so I probably knew him then. Yeah. But this would have been the first thing I saw him in.
Yeah, because I did see American Pie when it came out because I was in like grade 12.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah. So crazy. Okay. Observations. Mm-hmm. Do we have observations?
Yes. We went to Serendipity. That's an observation.
We did. that was an observation. And I thought it was incredibly overrated, but probably because it got incredibly busy because of this movie, not because it was overrated when they went to it.
Yeah, I think when we went, it was end of November, so it was definitely worse. When I went with my sister, it was like another 7 years after that, so it was like 17 years after the movie came out, and it was March, April? Something.
Yeah, I think, we were also just in New York in a really busy time of year. And yeah, because we were there for the like Macy's Thanksgiving thing, and and also it was like relatively, people still like knew about it because of the movie. Whereas by the time you went the next time,
I don't think we waited at all.
All I remember is it being like so busy, and
like uncomfortably busy, and
also
because like the thing you don't see in the movie is that it's one of those tchotchke restaurants where like everything is lined of like little Miss Piggy dolls and stuff, and it's like it's an overwhelming place to be in, and it's not big because it's a restaurant in New York.
And it's like in almost like an old like house kind of, like there's lots of little rooms, and I just remember it like just being hot,
like walking in there, you're like this is too much already. So
and then the whole like frozen hot chocolate was overrated. I thought
I think we had a ice cream sundae, me and my sister, and that was much more
I think it was just because like there was high expectations, and then it was crazy and not great, so therefore overrated. Okay, so the premise of this movie is like they meet in the Bloomingdale's shop on the 21st of December, and they're both like trying to buy the same pair of gloves. He's trying to buy them for his girlfriend, and she's trying to buy them
for herself,
but from her shitty, I assume, boyfriend.
I guess so. Probably.
I don't know. It's like, it's unclear.
Yeah.
Because she like is talking about them being for her boyfriend, but it's like.
I think for a long time I just assumed they were like unisex gloves, but you see them and they're not. They're like mid. I was gonna say calf.
They're very feminine gloves.
Yeah.
Like They're and like even size wise, even if they were unisex, like what is happening? No, then like also. Cashmere, very soft. It's great. It pills like crazy. It's not super durable. Like, why would you want cashmere gloves? They're just gonna like get holes in them as soon as you do anything.
I know. It's
so silly.
A lot of this. These are my notes. Is the Bloomingdale's associates the movie starts with zooming in with a bunch of them working like in the top floor, like in shipping or wherever, and they're so chill, and they're just like la la la. Oh, I found these gloves, and then one like takes just the pair of gloves down in like a basket she's like holding them in a basket for reasons, and she's like la la la, it's so chill, and then she's like affronted that there's a crowd. I'm like, it's Bloomingdale's in New York on December 21st. What did you think was gonna happen? Why are you
like
not stressed out right now?
Or like, why at least wouldn't you be like efficient, like carry multiple
things down, like you have this little basket.
It
was just like, that was the thing that bothered me the most. It was so strange.
And also, like, why are you restock? It's like they're the last pair of gloves of that kind.
And they're about to close the store, doesn't it? Like, isn't the store closing?
Like it closes basically right
afterwards. It was very weird.
It was crazy. It was very much like you have never worked retail, the people who were making this movie.
Yeah.
And then, so there's like the shop associates, and I guess it's not, do we meet Dan Levy?
Eugene Levy?
We
don't meet him until later.
Now? Okay, he's later. But anyways, when we do meet him, he gives very like Rowan Atkinson, but like the opposite almost vibes. Like he's quirky, but in a like follow the rules.
Yeah, follow the rules kind of way. It's like Richard Curtis saw this movie and was like, I want to put somebody like this in my movie, but make it Rowan Atkinson. So British, then he's yeah. It was just like that same sort of weird energy. Yeah. There's this whole plot line of The Love and the Time of Cholera book, which is like this book that she has, and then she's like, I'll put my name and phone number in the book and then sell it at a used bookstore, and then you have to find it. Like her whole thing, I hate it. It's a lot.
It makes me like, that's the main reason that I hate her, is like, just like, if you like somebody, you like them. Like, don't put them through all these weird hoops of fate and blah blah blah. But so then he's always looking through this like for Love in the Time of Cholera, and like it's only ever a single edition that they ever find. It's not like he sees the Love in Time of Cholera and it's the wrong
edition book.
And then his fiance gives him a first edition, and it's also the same
Yeah.
book, like this exact same cover, and like it's a Spanish book, so I'm pretty sure the first edition was Spanish.
Yep. Also, like, you look at that book and they're like, she's like, it's a first edition, and I'm like, it looks like shit. The paper, the sleeve is like all ripped up, and I'm like, that's not a nice present.
Yeah.
Like,
no, it's funny.
The other part of this, of course, is that Love in the Time of Cholera was the first book we read for book club, and everybody hated it. I didn't finish it.
I don't think I did.
And
either.
It was just like the most disheartening way to start a book club ever. But our book club has been going for 13 years, and maybe in spite of it, I don't know.
14?
14 years.
Yeah.
So it's just like every time I see this, it's like it's also mentioned in a book I read every Christmas, and I'm just like, oh, please stop talking about this book.
Well,
it haunts
like,
us.
I like the idea of it, but I just couldn't get through the book.
Yeah, I think translation and also just writing style.
Probably. Yeah, I think it's more writing style than anything. And then her fiance, John Corbin, does the very tropey, but I didn't know what to call it in our trope section, but it's like the romantic make a mess of your house gesture.
Yeah, I think we could put it under like lots of candles and flower petals.
Yeah. Because, so he proposes with like a house full of flower petals and then this gigantic box that you're like, is there a person in that box?
Yeah.
But no, it's just a ring.
Yeah, so he's got like, I don't know, 10 boxes. The other thing is I'm thinking of now is what we know about him for the rest of the movie is he doesn't put effort into things. So I'm like, who wrapped those boxes for him?
Oh, no, he got his assistant to do that. Yeah, he was like, can you make a fancy proposal for this girl? Yeah, because he's also like, the douchiest of douchebags. Because he's like very into like culturally appropriating other people's music.
Yeah.
And like thinks he's so important, but then like has to go on tour and he can't, like has to reschedule their wedding and their honeymoon, blah blah blah. He plays for a like restaurant.
Yeah.
I don't even know, like
I
not
know.
100 people are there.
Yeah, they're like, he sold out in 8 hours. I'm like, sold out what?
Sold out 100 tickets?
Maybe? Like
yeah. It's weird.
Okay, this is kind of skipping to the end, but I just wanted to say that at the end, Kate Beckinsale and Molly Shannon's wallets get switched because they both have fake Prada knockoffs, and she doesn't discover it till she's on the plane, which means she does not have her photo ID. And I'm like, how the fuck did she get on this plane?
I know. I'm pretty sure you had to show photo ID at least. Did. Like, I don't know.
Like, obviously, I was 16. I was 17. 9/11, but I'm like, so I didn't fly without my parents. Although I don't know when I flew. The last time I flew before 9/11, where I would have had, I guess, student ID. Who knows? And it was definitely domestic, like this was too. But I'm like, there's no way.
Yeah, like
you can't get on a plane without a photo of yourself.
I flew a lot, not a lot, but like I flew as a kid, but I don't remember any like domestic flights. I only remember international flights. So then we would have had a passport. Yeah. So I don't remember.
Well, that's the thing, and I only flew domestically, so I just would have just been with my parents, I guess.
Exactly, and then we just go on the plane. Yeah, I don't remember. Like, I'm sure I have flown. Yeah, like I would have flown domestically, but like I would have had a driver's license, so I don't remember.
Yeah. So, but like,
having to, like
there's
it
no
wasn't
way.
remarkable.
Like, how do they verify your identity? This isn't a you're a terrorist thing. This is this person.
Like, did you
steal this plane
steal
ticket?
This ticket? Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Yeah. But I guess, now's as good a time as any to talk about the delightful Molly Shannon, because she's outstanding in this movie.
Oh my god, she's amazing.
I love her so much.
She's like, she runs a new age store, but she hates new age stuff, which is like so perfect and so like Molly Shannon. And she's just like, she's appropriately mad at her best friend, which is great, because you don't get that in these movies where the main characters do these crazy, insane things.
And she's understated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which I thought was nice.
Yeah. Yeah. She could have been like really big.
She could have been really kooky and really weird, because she is this like sort of runs a new age store. But yeah, she's just like a super grounded, like feels like a good friend.
Yeah.
Character. Yeah. So A+ Molly Shannon. I love you.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's this whole thing of like, she's got freckles on her arm and he like when they're all like flirty when the night they first meet, and he like points out the like shape of Cassiopeia.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like trying to see constellations also in the sky in New York City, which no, that's not how.
I'm like, you might have been in Central Park, but no.
Also, I feel like it was snowing lightly.
Yep, it was.
Which comes from clouds.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And then, like, that's in December. And then the next time she looks up at the stars, it's generic spring.
Yeah.
And so, but she looks and it's in the exact same spot because it's the exact same shot that they bought from NASA or whatever. And I'm like, I don't think that's how constellations work. They move, right?
Yeah. But you should be able to see Cassiopeia, at least like it is a northern hemisphere, like visible year round in the northern hemisphere. It's like opposite the Big Dipper. So I just was looking this up. So like if the Big Dipper's low in the sky, then you kind of like spin around and you should be able to see the Big Dipper or Cassiopeia high in the sky.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We didn't go stargazing in New York because lights. There's a lot of lights there.
Yeah. Like why would you bother? Yeah. And then also, when they meet up again at the ice rink, he like sits and lies on the ice in just jeans for hours.
It's not ice. They're roller skating.
They're roller skating. Never mind. I got confused.
That's fine.
It's not
he does sit there and let the snow fall in him, so he would still be very, very cold.
Okay,
Fine.
right, because it was snowing, but it's not ice. Okay, I understand. Yeah.
Anyway.
This is the problem with watching movies late at night. By
That's
the end,
totally
I'm, like,
fair.
Paying less attention.
This is the thing of like, I love this movie so much, but like watching it critically, like it holds up. Like there's not a problematic movie, but I'm just like, there are problems in this movie with the plot.
There's like plot holes, not like problematic.
But I'm not going to stop watching it.
So. No, it's very charming. It's really cute because the two of them have really good chemistry with the people around them.
Yeah.
And then there's so many like near misses and coincidences and blah 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 that like.
And they do have really good chemistry at the beginning. Like they do great chemistry when they're talking and they're like, So you want them to get together. And again, we'll get to this in tropes. There's nothing wrong with Bridget Monahan, but John Corbin is so lame. Like, again, it's the trope of you don't want her to be with him. You want her to be with John Cusack because that's what the movie is teaching you. So you're just like, it's okay that you're absolutely insane and both of you are emotionally cheating on your fiancés. Like,
well, and so I liked at least that like he broke off his wedding even before they found her, like because he realized that the pining and the like longing for this other person, regardless of what happened, meant that this marriage wasn't the right move.
Yeah. Again, so Jeremy Piven has an amazing line when they're like they fly to San Francisco and he's like, "Are you lying here because you don't want to be standing somewhere else?" And I'm like, that's such a good line. It's such a good like that's what the best friend needs to be like support you in everything you do, but also call you on your bullshit of like you can't get married after doing this. You can't lie to this woman that you were going to live the rest of your life with. Being like, the night before we got married, I flew to San Francisco to try and get with somebody else that I haven't seen in 7 years.
Like, can you imagine like living with that knowledge through a relationship? I don't know if this is really a like romantic comedy trope, but it feels like a like millennial dude bro trope of his favorite movie being Cool Hand Luke.
Yeah.
And she's like, I've never seen it. And I was like, oh, relatable. Also never seen it.
Me either. I think my sister might have watched it after this movie.
Fair enough.
But I did not.
And like, I like Paul Newman in concept, but I don't really have any need to watch like a Paul Newman movie.
No, I think I've only ever seen Butch and Sundance.
I don't even know if I've seen that.
I don't know if I've seen it all the way through. It's just like always on the TV. Anyway.
Yeah, I'll just eat salad dressing.
Yeah, exactly. Enjoy when they show photos of his face. Okay.
Indeed.
Tropes.
Tropes?
Tropes.
So many tropes. Okay, where are we? There's a meet cute. They have a really good meet cute.
Yeah, with the gloves.
And then it's like, with the gloves, and then it like, they just like can't stop meet cuting because like, they go back to the store and then they're like, it's very cute.
Yeah, I like it. We have New York at Christmas and they go skating in Central Park. They're just like full on New York-ing. They also like go to Serendipity. They're at the Waldorf. Like there's, they spend a lot of time in Central Park. Yeah.
But. Yeah, it's good. She's so, so at the beginning she's like flighty, but she's very serious about her flightiness.
I know.
Like, she's very serious about her like whimsical coincidences and fate and like serendipity.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
she, when you see her the next time after the time has passed,
Yeah.
she's like, no, you can't, like, destiny is a bad thing, you have to make your own choices. And then she like
Yeah.
waffles back and forth until, like, Molly Shannon helps a lot, but then it's all, of
Yeah, for
course,
sure.
like, she's wrong right now, John Cusack will fix her, like, that's the underlying theme. But
Yeah.
I think when you think about it more, like, her need for flightiness and her need for him to jump through hoops and stuff, like, I would really like to have, like, a prequel about her and, like, why
like,
is she like this?
Yeah, why does she feel like they need to jump through so many
Yeah.
coincidence hoops to be together?
To be together. Like, why is that the way that she wants
Yeah,
her life to be?
I don't really understand either.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got a very jokey best friend,
Mm-hmm.
and he also works at the New York Times
Yeah.
and also does obituaries.
Yeah.
There's somebody else that does obituaries in a rom-com or in a movie.
Probably. We haven't found them yet. But we will. I've definitely seen that set of New York Times before in a movie. I think it's the set that they use in 27 Dresses. I think it's exactly the same. He does marriages, not obits.
Oh. Yeah, Jude Law in Closer, which I haven't seen for a minute, like since it came out and it's not good, was an obituary writer.
How do you
But I
remember
feel like
that?
there's somebody. Oh no, it's somebody is not obituaries, but marriage.
Yeah,
announcements.
James Marsden in
Yeah.
27 Dresses. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Maybe that's
watched
what I'm getting
Closer
confused.
when we were in Australia.
Did we?
Yeah. Because I was watching it, I'm like, is this a play? And it is.
Oh yeah. Okay. I just didn't. It didn't look familiar. Okay.
We've got montages. There's a lot of time passing montages of like clocks moving and they're
Yep.
moving back and forth between locations and
Like,
stuff, but also
running
normal
around New York
montages. Yeah.
Yeah. As we mentioned earlier, there's the trope of like over the top, lots of candles and flower petals, being romantic and
Yep.
making a mess. At least in this one, though, he's there. Theoretically, he could help her clean up. He won't because he's who he is. But
He won't.
yeah,
Yeah. As we said, we've got the other girlfriend who's fine. She doesn't get to be anything. She's
yeah,
there in probably like 4 scenes. I don't know. She's just there. She's not like overly naggy. She's not a bad person. She's just
no, she's just
a
there.
bland person.
Yeah,
And then we've got douchey John Corbett who
yeah,
is there.
I love him, but he's a dick in this
Yes,
movie.
absolutely.
Yeah, but in general, I love him.
Yeah.
We've got running.
Yeah.
So many varieties of running. We've got taking planes across the country. We've got actual running, like getting out of the taxi because there's too much traffic running. We've got running into a hotel, yelling to stop a wedding that thankfully there's nobody in there other than the janitor. Mm-hmm. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
We've
So much
got
running.
near misses, which happens
Yeah.
a lot. Like they get in a cab and they are getting out of a cab and they
Yeah, or like even like the elevator near miss
Yeah.
and the running into the fiance who's like went to college with Molly
with
Shannon.
Molly Shannon,
Like
yeah.
so many things.
So many
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it ends with a big kiss.
Yeah. And then we get a quick epilogue, which I guess is like a little bit while later again because their hairs have changed. And Eugene Levy's there. And
Oh
it's
yeah,
fun.
because they're like getting engaged at
Yeah,
Bloomingdale's.
getting at Bloomingdale's. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. That's a lot of tropes.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very fun.
yeah.
Lindsay, does this movie pass the Bechdel test?
Yes-ish. Like I was thinking
Yeah.
about it more. I watched this movie like a week ago now, but I know that she talks to Molly Shannon more about, like they start talking about it with chasing this man, and also her engagement, but they do lead more into she can't let destiny control her life. She has to make her own choices, like that kind of thing of like her life and making her decisions for herself and like owning herself and her choices. So, like not anything to do with men at that point of just like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like kind of, but not
Yeah,
really.
it it starts with man conversations, but leads into more
Big picture.
big picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's make a pie.
Yeah.
So these first 2 slices, I don't really know how to like divide them.
I
Like,
know.
Are they
Well, like
the same.
fate is like they talk about fate as in like the idea of fate.
Right.
And then the signs were more of like looking at $5 bills every 5 minutes. Like that's kind of what I was going with.
So it's
Yeah.
okay. So like fate and like
Yeah, fate and coincidences and destiny.
Yeah, like fate and destiny.
Yeah.
That's like, I don't know, 20%?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then there's like checking the signs.
Yeah, that's a better way to say it. Yeah. Yeah, of like,
okay,
going to a used bookstore, looking at
$5
bills. Like every time he hears a British woman named Sarah, he like looks up.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because I, being a Sarah, did not realize that her name was Sarah, because as somebody who has a very common name, you just like don't tune in to hearing it a lot.
Yeah.
So like it didn't occur to me until I was like watching this carefully for this, that he like is, when he's obsessing over her, is like hearing the name Sarah all over the place. And I'm like, oh yeah, I guess that does happen all the time. Oh, good times.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, checking the signs, I don't know, like
30?
20, 30? Yeah, 30 seems good.
And then we've got the gloves. Obviously it's the meet cute, but then they both end up with one of each glove, and they like have it on them all the time. They just like pull it out of their pockets and rub it, which seems...
Well, his is like in the back of a closet.
Yeah, he finds it. That's like sets off this
whole thing. And then he finds
thing.
it, and then that sort of sets off the reinvigoration of his obsession. Like 20?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that leaves us with 30. 30 for New York City at Christmas.
Yeah, it's good.
So it was very Christmas. Yeah. Okay, so what do we think is next for them?
I don't know, because we don't get to see them together. We see them like in the epilogue, but that doesn't tell us how much time has passed.
Yeah,
it could literally
like
be like the next Christmas. So like 6 months.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like 8 months maybe. Yeah.
But they're bad people.
Yeah, like, or they're just,
Yeah. Like, does finding this person and going through this thing change them to be stable adults? Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
Is doubtful-ish. Like, it just doesn't seem like they're like, it's kind of one of that, like, does meeting the right person magically make you ready for a relationship? Yeah. And I'm dubious about that.
Me too.
So it's not like particular to them, but
no, I'm dubious about it in general. But again, I'm just like, they were both so easily swayed by this imaginary thing that could be better, the dream of something more, which is a line stolen from like, You Got Mail just now. But so that's what it was. So like, I don't know if this will be enough for them to stop looking around the corner for the next person or the next thing that they've built up in their minds, because obviously they built this person up to be amazing. Does that work? Because they obviously didn't spend more time. They spent one night together, and not even like together. They spent an evening together. So are they compatible in any way at all? Like, there's no way to know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm on the fence.
Yeah, same. It's also, I think I'm on the fence because, like, I don't actually care.
Yeah. They have good chemistry, and the kiss at the end is very good.
The kiss is
snowing,
so
and it's April, and
Yeah, but it's very romantic.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would have been completely fine without the epilogue.
Yeah.
Because I think there's also something to be said of, like, they get together and they give it a shot, and, like, whatever happens next is, like, not part of the story.
Yeah, I think I kind of like it more that they went through all of this to find these people, to find each other, and they're not actually meant for each other, but they went through it so that to get out of their ruts that they were in, and like maybe find themselves or just start questioning what they were actually looking for in life. I don't know.
Like if finding this person didn't fix the thing, then how are you gonna
fix the thing?
Figure out your humanness. Yeah. And then what's next for us?
Well, more holiday season.
Yay!
For main feed, we were doing Last Christmas, which I've only seen once, but I remember Henry Golding being very swoony, so excited to experience that again. And on the Patreon, we're doing Princess Swap, just the first one.
Yay! Princess
Switchy Swap. Because we love fake countries and fake princes.
Pretty much. Yeah. Should be delightful. Well, that brings us to the end of this episode. We would love if you can leave us a rating or a review wherever you get your podcasts, or you can also find us on social media. We are at Charts and Hearts Podcast on Instagram and Threads.
You can also head to our website, chartsandhearts.com, where you can submit suggestions for rom-coms and tropes for us to add to the list. And you can check out our Patreon at patreon.com/chartsandheartsclub. Speaking of fake countries, we, on our Patreon last month for Chris month, which was maybe the best month, we did Princess Diaries 2, and it was great. Amazing. Because that movie rules.
So it was very fun. Yeah. Very fun. We would love to know your thoughts on this movie. How do you feel about Serendipity? Both the movie and the concept?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, you realize that life isn't some elaborate stage play with directions for the actors. Life's a mess, Sarah. It's chaos personified.
Yeah. And also, the problem is you can't fight off an army of bloodthirsty Vikings with a Shania. It's just illogical.
Amazing.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.